Hi again everyone, so just parked up again and we're about to set off on a little wander to find a wild camping spot. Off we go. Right, so I'm heading off in this direction. I've just passed a sign saying no mobile signal from this point onwards, so we're officially going into a zero phone area, which is quite nice. It's also a high fire risk area, so of course you've got to be very sensible and only use proper camping equipment in places like this. So it is about 4 o'clock as I'm setting off now. I think it's maybe an hour and a half or so to get to the spot I've got planned for tonight. So hopefully I should get there plenty of time to sort of chill, explore the area a little bit and then set up camp. I got a little bit of a fright. I nearly stepped on the poor frog. How cool is that? Wow, now that is a massive tree root. I bet might even be 2 or 3 trees there. Absolutely giant. Must have had some very strong winds to lift that one up. So we're still just following this lovely track along. I think this is one of the drivable tracks, so it's definitely a cycle path as well. It's absolutely beautiful and there's not a soul around so far, so my kind of hike. Right, so I think this here is going to be my turning on the left. So many birds accompanying me on this walk so far. And I think this hill in front of me is the one I'm sort of skirting around to get to my loch. Wow, so that is quite a view. My goodness. GoPro certainly won't be doing that justice, but it's absolutely stunning. Right, so I backtracked for about 2 minutes just because when I went round this corner there are midges everywhere. So I just stopped, I've taken my bag off, I have sprayed everywhere. The thing is, it's so hot that I'm gonna keep troopering on in my t-shirt. but I have got my midge net that I've moved now to the front of my bag, and I've got a jumper that I've put just in the top there, so if there's suddenly a swarm of them, I'm well prepared at this point. So it's mostly pretty still, but every now and again there's a lovely little breeze, and I'm really hoping that will just keep some of these midges away. I've probably not picked the best spot for a camp. It's right by a loch, so if it is still, the midges definitely will eat me alive, I think. So we've just got this final little ascent up, and then I think we head down straight to the loch from there. That sun is absolutely, honestly, for April, it really is doing its job for us today, which is great. Oh, don't mind me everyone, I'm just catching my breath. It doesn't look that steep, it's just a gentle incline, but we're heading up slowly in that direction. Oh, but with this heavy backpack, yeah, definitely slow going. Oh goodness, I think they're wild goats. Oh wow. Look, there's lots of them down there. Oh, that's a pretty amazing sight. They've all just crossed this gorge in between. Again, GoPro might not pick them up. I've got a couple of photos. Didn't mean to spook them, but they seem to all be now going the direction I am. Right everyone, so I'm probably only 5 minutes off from the spot I was planning to be for my wild camp. How amazing was that though, seeing all the feral goats. They're very, very noisy, you definitely can't miss them, but pretty amazing seeing them just prounce about on the cliff faces like it's nothing. So yeah, definitely made my day that. So as I say, yeah, just 5 minutes off now, off we go. everyone, so I've made it to the shores of the loch. It is absolutely stunning and there is no one about but me. Look everyone, you've got goat prints. If I hadn't have seen them I wouldn't have known what it was, but they must have been roaming here. Right everyone, so I've officially made it to the place that I'm going to pitch my tent for the night, which is beside this absolutely lovely loch. As you can see, I've got a lovely sandy beach all to myself. Sunset is going to be in that direction, so I might miss it behind the trees in a moment, but it is absolutely beautiful here. And you know, kind of tempted to actually go for a little dip in there. How beautiful is this? So it was actually a pretty nice walk to get to this point. It is mostly along a bit of a track road, but lovely all the same, and lots of wildlife about. Right then everyone, I've just been sat enjoying the views and I put the drone up for a second. As you can see, the sun is starting to disappear. Just got the last of it hitting the forest behind me. You can see a little bit of the sun in the distance there, but it's just hidden behind this little peak on the left of me. I'm hoping if it's setting over there, it might mean we get a nice sunrise, but I'm a bit useless at figuring out the exact location. I'm hoping somewhere on the right of me anyway. So I definitely have this spot all to myself, which is great. It's about 7 o'clock now, so I'm just about to get some food on. I think for this evening I've got mac and cheese, which is one of my favourite ones that they do. Thankfully the midges stayed away the whole time I was setting up the tent, so I'm really happy about that. There's a slight breeze where I'm pitched, which is why I picked this spot. Hopefully, even though I'm by the water, it means the midges will stay away. Right everyone, so as I say, I've got mac and cheese tonight. I'm just waiting for it to heat up whilst enjoying the view. I've definitely heard an owl off in that direction somewhere. I've not seen it, but there were a couple of birds that were flying over the water a moment ago. So my plan this evening, I'm going to have me mac and cheese, and then I've got a book with me, so I'm probably going to sit out here because it's quite a nice evening. So I'm probably going to clock off soon, mainly because I want to just sit and chill by the water. I've got a book that I'm planning on reading, and then I'll get into my tent and have a hopefully very nice night, and fingers crossed we get a good sunrise tomorrow morning. Morning everyone. So you can probably hear that it's very windy there this morning. So it's about 6:30 now. Sunrise should be in the next 10 minutes or so. I'm going to quickly brave the outdoors, see what it's like, and then get this tent down. Off we go. So it's very windy this morning. No chance of getting the drone up for the sunrise, that's for sure. It's a lovely morning though. It's going to be nice and clear today. It is a bit nippy first thing, but I've all packed up. Sunrise technically is starting somewhere, so I think it's probably in that direction. I think sunrise was about 10 minutes ago now, so it's probably just hidden by all the trees on the right of me. Well, it's a beautiful morning. The sun is slowly making its way over to the path. I managed to get the drone up to catch the sunrise just for a few seconds. It's nearly sort of out of battery. I'll have to charge it when I'm at the car. But again, GoPro won't pick them up, but the feral goats are just over the little gorge on the other side. Right, I best get a move on. It'll be later than 8, I think, by the time I get to the car at this rate. So I really do believe nothing I show you on YouTube is going to do this landscape justice. So beautiful. The light's just hitting all the trees in the distance there. There's definitely some forestry work going on this morning because I've heard a van, but it's sort of echoing, so I'm not sure where the van actually is. I mean, there's one down there, but that's not getting used. But they do a good job looking after the forest. You can see what the strong winds have been doing lately. That's a lot of toppled trees. Alright everyone, so I've made it back to the car. I'm afraid I didn't film a lot on the way back. I was just taking it all in. I was really enjoying that sort of early morning golden hour, plus all the bird song, the deer. So yeah, I completely forgot to do a lot of filming, but never mind. Made it back to the car safely. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget, smash the thumbs up, drop a little comment below, and of course consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you all, and I'll see you on the next mission. Bye for now.